Right in front of you here is yet another Airsoft M4 mayonnaise, but this gun has one secret which I think a lot of you are gonna really like. What's going on, Mayo Gang? It's Boaz here, and today we're gonna be showing off, I don't wanna say a new airsoft gun because it's not new, it's been around for a while, but we have so many airsoft guns at airsoftgi.com, thousands of varieties, and there are some hidden gems. So one of these hidden gems we like to highlight today is going to be the Echo 1 BTS Mod 2. And my gosh, this is straight from Korea, some K-pop looking, you know, like the BTS. Why'd they choose BTS, huh? I'm kind of glad though that a good amount of the BTS group, they're in the military. Good. They need to suffer for their country, which is great. All jokes aside, let's go ahead and talk about what makes the Echo 1 BTS Mod 2 so great. Echo 1, for those of you guys who don't know, is what we would consider like an OG, an original airsoft brand that hit the United States, okay? Like even when I was 13 years old, just perusing the Airsoft GI website, Echo 1 airsoft guns were something that I would lust after. The apple of my eye, if you will, for many a year. And they're still around today, which is a really good thing to see. And I'm really happy to see that they too are innovating and keeping up with the trends and the times with airsoft guns. All right, and the BTS Mod 2 is no exception. So right off the bat, of course, it is a regular M4, but don't let that dissuade you, all right? It's not just a run-of-the-mill M4. It's got some goodies to it, okay? And a lot of features that to me personally really does speak out to me. Okay, so starting off with the most obvious, it's going to be a full metal airsoft gun, which is fantastic. I love the heft. I love the solidness of a full metal airsoft gun, and let me tell you, there is a little bit of wobble here on the stock, but we'll get that into a second. But as far as the receivers go, not a lot of room to play with. It's pretty tight when it comes to tolerances. Very good to see. And up here on the front, you are getting, I'd say, it looks like an 11.5 inch style outer barrel with a 10 inch rail system. This is kind of like a CAC inspired rail, which I really love. I love how sleek and slim it is, and you get M-LOK points from your typical 9, 6, and 3 o'clock positions, but you're also getting M-LOK on the 45 angle areas, which if you're into that, you're into that, but I think overall the aesthetic just looks very clean. It is mated perfectly to the upper receiver, so you are getting a full, true monolithic top rail, which is, at this point, it's kind of expected in the modern airsoft scene. You are getting the CAC style iron sights, which are freaking sick. They're probably my favorite iron sights to go to, even though I don't really run iron sights that much anymore. And if you go to the tip of the barrel, you're gonna see a very nice tasteful orange tip. It is this nice plastic ring encased on top of the metal flash hider. Not gonna tell you how to remove it, but yeah, if you do choose to do so, it is a very nice, tasteful 3-prong flash hider, not your typical bird cage. So I do love the little bits of attention to detail that Echo 1 is putting in. Going over the rest of the external features here, moving down towards closer to the receiver group, are going to be 2 QD sling mount points on the rail. Very good to see. Personally, I'm not a fan of QD, but if you are, I know the majority of you guys who run slings are, you have that option available to you, which is great. Moving down towards the full metal receivers, they are not your traditional forged standard M4 style receivers. They do offer some pretty aggressive cuts. It's more of like, I guess you would say, like a billet style receiver. It is a bit more aggressive if you look closely on the receiver group. It is a little bit more angular. It's a little bit more, I don't want to say futuristic, more modernized, I guess you would say. And some interesting details to see here are that on the opposite side of the fire selector, you're gonna see that there are different icons painted in for safe, semi-automatic, and full auto. I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing, but they are just rocking the standard M4 controls. You're not getting any fancy ambidextrous mumbo jumbo. Personally, for me, I prefer the traditional layout as opposed to the full ambi setup. And moving down towards the stock, we are going to see this very nice PDW style stock. And I will say that this PDW stock is very good looking. It's probably one of my more favorite looking stocks. Not as good as a KWA. KWA is the best, okay? But this is pretty damn close. One thing that I really like about this stock that they got right, as opposed to a lot of other people who make these compact tanker PDW style stocks, is that they do give you a lot of battery space. If you look here towards where the buffer tube is supposed to be, you're gonna see that it's pretty elongated and can fit a wide variety of your airsoft batteries. I will say though, looking at this, it pretty much does look like a full-length M4 buffer tube. So whatever M4 buffer tube style batteries exist out there on the market, this should be able to accept it, no problem. The last three features I want to talk about are going to be, number one, the charging handle. It's a standard AR M4 style charging handle. Nothing fancy, just gets the job done. Moving down towards the end of the receiver, you're going to see an ambidextrous sling loop. So if you are running a more traditional hook style sling, you can mount that, which is something that I prefer personally. And moving down towards the bottom of the receiver, you're going to see something similar like you would see in like a Lancer Tactical Gen 3 style pistol grip. You're going to get that adjusted angle pistol grip, which I really love. I love the way that it kind of corrects your hand, especially when you're shooting shorter style airsoft guns. Another big question maybe that you might be asking about this gun is, where do you put the battery? Where does the battery go? Well, obviously the gun is going to be rear wired because you don't see any wires here on the handguard. So the battery is going to be stored in their PDW stock. Now, in order to access the PDW stock, you will have to unscrew this rear element in order to put your battery in. And all you're going to do is just turn it. That's all I have to do, just unscrew it. It's going to take some time because it's threaded all the way in. But once it's out, you're going to see here that there is the wiring of the gun, which is wired to Dean's. Thank you, Echo One, for wiring the gun to Dean's, okay? But you're able to fit pretty much, again, any standard buffer tube LiPo battery in here with plenty of room. This is the Lancer Tactical 600 milliamp hour battery, just on the smaller side. But, you know, if you stick the battery in, again, tons of space. You could put a battery that's way longer, or I'd say about thicker, into the gun without any issue. And once you wire the battery and put it in, actually, I'm gonna do that for you right now on camera. So once it's wired up, right, you tuck the battery in, and then you negotiate with the wiring like you do with all rear wired airsoft guns, and you just screw the back element of the PDW stock back in. Very easy to do. So thank you, Echo One, for not making us having to jump through a bunch of hoops to get to the battery. So at this point in the video, you're probably wondering, Boaz, what is the thing that you were talking about at the very beginning of the video? What is the sauce? What is the secret? What is the thing that makes this gun so special that you said that I would be so interested in? What? You're not impressed already by its stunning good looks? Because I am. Honestly, at this point, I'm probably gonna end up picking this gun up. Well, I don't know if I can in good conscience purchase yet another M4 because I have so many, but maybe Cisco will, because he loves the mayonnaise. This will be like his 89th M4. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe I'll try to convince him. But cutting to the chase, yes, the thing that makes this gun so special are going to be the internal components. It is rocking a standard version 2 gearbox. Yippee! But wait, there's more. Okay. Now, the thing that is powering the heart of this gearbox is going to be the CYMA Platinum ETU. Ah, you hear that? You hear that nice little ringtone from the CYMA Platinum ETU? You love to hear it. Yes, you heard that right. This is rocking the CYMA Platinum ETU. Not only that, the entire gearbox is using, again, the CYMA Platinum platform, which is really great. This is something that the internet just really loves, all right, for the past, I don't know, 5 years or so, however long CYMA Platinum has been around, okay? It's using that same great system that, again, the internet seems to really love, okay? The only downside I can say about this gearbox is that, unfortunately, this is using the standard 18-to-1 gear set as opposed to the CYMA Platinum's 13-to-1 gear set, so there is that, but again, it is coming from a reputable source, which is, again, the CYMA Platinum platform. A couple other internal features to note about the BTS MOD 2 is that the gun will come included with a metal rotary style hop-up unit, which is fantastic to see. I know here at Airsoft GI, we've been campaigning for a very long time about standardizing the rotary style design for all AEGs, especially the M4, but it's just really good to see that the Echo One BTS MOD 2 has passed the rotary style hop-up check, okay, with flying colors, because again, you're getting a very durable metal rotary style hop-up unit. Another really cool feature that I like to point out about the BTS MOD 2 is that it does come included also with a functioning bolt catch, so when you are adjusting the hop-up unit on the field, you don't have to do that weird, like, you hold the bolt open with the thing, and it's a whole song and dance, okay? But with the functioning bolt catch, you don't have to worry about that. Plus, it's just really cool to mess around with when you're around the house. Now that everyone has stopped applauding for the CYMA Platinum platform, let's talk about how this gun shoots. Well, the Echo One BTS MOD 2 M4 chronos in at 300 to 320 FPS using a 0.2 gram BB and has a rate of fire of around 20 BBs per second using an 11.1 LiPo battery. Okay, we are out here at the range with the Echo One BTS Mod 2. It is so great to be back out here, guys, and the sun just feels so good. The sun is functional again. Come to think of it right now, I wish this was a gas gun because it is nice and warm out here and it is gas gun season, but nonetheless, loaded up in this gun right now, I have an 11-1 LiPo battery. Over here, I have a Lancer high-speed magazine because, you know, they're freaking fantastic. It does come out of the box with, of course, the metal mid-cap magazine, but this is so much better, okay? Just the Lancer high-speed mags, okay? Plus, it looks kind of sick. But loaded in the magazine is gonna be 0.30 gram BBs, because you know me, I go heavy. Yes, Boaz, it shoots, but it shoots like under 400. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter what FPS I shoot. I like to run 3.0s, okay? But downrange, if you take a look down there, at about 100, I'd say 120 feet is the target. That's roughly the distance. So this is kind of what you expect from like a field condition. It's probably the farthest that you would shoot, I guess you would say, in a CQP environment. Probably like end to end on the field, okay? But we're just gonna give this guy a couple shots, all right? Yeah, I mean, it's perky. Yeah, that CYMA Platinum ETU is kicking in, it's doing its job. Yeah, I mean the trigger response is fantastic. Yeah, almost as good as the MGC4, I'd say. It's right about there. Just run this gun down. Yeah, it's doing what I want it to, and I'm gonna change the mag real quick. All right, and we're just gonna go full auto, you know, just to do it, all right? And here, why don't you come around front? All right, so we're just gonna just full auto dump this guy. Yep. Man, doesn't skip a beat, And you know what, I'm pretty impressed with the rotary style hop-up unit that comes with this gun because it's metal. I'd say the hop-up wheel is a bit stiffer than some other brands out there, but it does ensure that your hop stays in place. And you know what, this is pretty remarkably consistent. But I got one more thing to show you because there's something else, a third thing maybe that we offer at Airsoft GI that is gonna impress you a little bit about this gun. All right, so time for the next surprise. Here at Airsoft GI, we are offering the Performance Plus package with the BTS Mod 2. So what does that mean? Well, we're gonna be including the unicorn inner barrel and unicorn bucking with the gun, which should increase significantly the range as well as the accuracy, or the long range accuracy, I guess you would say, of the gun. So we already saw how the gun performed out at 120 feet. Now we're taking a few steps back. It's all the way out there to, I would say, like even close to like around 200-ish, 225 feet. Like we're pretty far away. Like this is kind of, I guess you would say, the bleeding edge of what you would expect out of most normal airsoft guns, and we're just gonna put it to the test. So as of right now, this does have a 310 millimeter inner barrel, so it's stopping roughly right around here near the end. But if you wanted a longer inner barrel, I mean, you could kind of stretch it all the way out here to give you that extra bump in long range accuracy, but we decided to keep it nice and clean. All right, so again, same 3.0 gram BB, same 11-1 LiPo, and we're just gonna see how it does. I did adjust the hop up here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, because of our mics, I don't know if you're able to pick up the hit of the target, but yeah, there is a bit of a headwind right now, but even with that in mind, yeah, it's getting out there. The crazy thing is, it's just because of how smooth the unicorn barrels are, just how smooth the bore of the barrel is. Like it is pretty freaking consistent. Like the groupings even this far away is like not bad at all. Yeah, I'm not really getting any flyers, and they're sailing out there. Yeah, oh man, I love that little like 3-prong flash hider that they give you out of the box. It just makes that nice little ting at the end of it, the little ting at the end of each shot, and it sounds great. Woo! Yeah, I mean, it's so fun. is so great. All right, so I'm gonna do a long range full auto dump just to see what we get. Just for the hell of it. It's a freaking hose, dude. Like, it's a laser. Oh yeah, the unicorn inner barrel and bucking, it just makes so much of a difference. Here, come around back, come around back. All right, like it is so great. Here, I'm gonna run the rest of the mag out here and you're gonna see. Yeah, I mean, usually for a lot of stock guns, you're gonna see at that distance, you're gonna end up seeing like kind of a spread of BBs like this. It kind of just spreads out like that, but yeah, with the unicorn inner barrel, like it's just like a nice hose, a stream of BBs, if you will. So coming back from the shooting test, I am not surprised at all at how the Echo One BTS Mod 2 performed, and it performed and shot like how you would expect any CYMA Platinum M4 to shoot out of the box. So it does shoot very well. Now, especially with the inclusion of the Performance Plus package that we offer here at Airsoft GI, where we throw in the unicorn inner barrel and bucking, as you saw earlier, the long range accuracy on the BTS Mod 2 is pretty damn good, especially for a gun that only shoots 300 or 320 FPS out of the box. It's pretty impressive. But let's talk about the kicker. All right, let's talk about the second thing about this gun that will surprise you, and that is going to be the price. Because as of right now at airsoftgi.com, the Echo One BTS Mod 2 is retailing for $290. And please make sure to take advantage of the Wamba combo for automatic free shipping and reward store credit. $290? I mean, it's sub 300, but it shoots like a gun well above its price range. And honestly, that's pretty nutty, especially with the performance. I'd say the closest thing you can kind of equate it to is maybe gonna be like the MGC4 or the Zion Arms R15, like that kind of territory. And those guns are gonna cost more than the BTS. Now, I will say, granted, in my personal opinion, I think the Zion Arms R15 and the MGC4 does edge out the BTS Mod 2 in performance a little bit. You know, there is a margin there, but I will say for under $300 for what you're getting is an incredible value, especially with a full metal airsoft gun like this, and it has a CYMA Platinum ETU. I mean, it's kind of hard to beat, especially for about like $9 to $10 more. We're literally gonna give you the unicorn inner barrel and bucking. Like if you were to get this on your own, this is like a $30, $40, maybe $50 purchase. But for $10 extra, for $299, you are straight up getting a steal with the Performance Plus package. So if I were you, and if you had around a $300 budget and you're looking at this gun, just make sure to get the Performance Plus package, because we're basically giving you an upgraded inner barrel and bucking combo for like 10 bucks extra. I don't know how Echo One is making money off of this. I don't know how Unicorn Airsoft is making money off of this. Just the fact that they're throwing in this upgrade combo for $10 extra. It's kind of a no-brainer. So if you are on the market for a full metal airsoft gun that is under $300, but if you want something that performs like it does cost over $300, I mean, the Echo One BTS Mod 2 is the way to go, especially with that performance package for $10 extra. I mean, again, I keep repeating myself. It's like, it's hard to process. It's hard to process in my mind that we're offering this much for under $300. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about in the comments below about the Echo One BTS Mod 2 and how it performs and shoots. Again, the cat is out of the bag. This is a CYMA Platinum internally. Like, we verified this, we contacted Echo One directly and they confirmed it as well. But if you guys would like to see more content like this, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button, as well as hitting the bell icon to get notified of every time we upload a new video. And if you would like to support the channel directly, if you love us that much, if you want to keep those lights on, help keep that camera rolling, please make sure to stop by Airsoft GI for all your airsoft needs, and make sure to check out the sweet deal on the Echo One BTS Mod 2. And we got a ton of new products coming in every week, so make sure to don't miss out on that, because they are flying off the shelves. My name is Boaz, and I'll see you next time, Mail Gang.